I'm Adam Rowe, VP of Software here at SubC Imaging. Today, a few members of the team and I are going to run through a tutorial of our Rayfin camera paired with our DVR plus overlay software. This combination of technology has been designed to optimize and make your inspection and survey workflows more efficient. We're going to explore how to configure both to make sure that you can get the most out of this solution. As we add new features, we're going to re-record parts of this video, so you'll see things change over time as we keep things up to date. With that out of the way, let's jump right in. The DVR plus overlay software comes in two varieties, the multi-channel version and a single channel version that's been optimized specifically to give you the best Rayfin experience. When you first open the application, you're going to have the number of inputs that are available to your system. So we have the Rayfin, and we have a number of different Rayfin models, the benthic, the micro, and our BPC technology. Those all come in different hardware sets, but from a software perspective, they're all controlled the same. We also have a capture card input. This is if you have HD SDI or composite. We have an IP camera, which will automatically detect any OnVIF cameras. We have a presentation input, and this utilizes our real-time streaming technology to be able to bring in a feed that's being streamed from offshore to onshore. Finally, we have the ability to do a screen capture, and this is great if you want to bring in something like a sonar application or something else running on your computer. So for today, we're going to use a Rayfin, so I'll just go up here. We've got a list of all the different Rayfin cameras on our network. You can also see that we have the latest Rayfin on our system, as well as the latest DVR system, version on our system. So when there's a new version available, this will turn into a download button, and you can see here we've got some upload icons that'll let us update any of the other Rayfins that we have connected to our network. But for this one, we're going to use this camera, and this one's already up to date, so let's go.
Now that we have our camera selected, we're going to set up our folder structure. Before we do that, I'm going to name our channel. To set that, we will click on the settings panel in the top right corner, click the gear icon, and we can set the channel name here. The camera we're using here today is in our test tank, so I'm just going to call it our test tank Rayfin. And now we can set up our folder structure. So you click the folder icon in the lower right corner. You can select a local hard drive, solid state drive, or a NAS for recording. For this example, I'll record to our C drive, and I'll select the inspections folder. Now we can build the directory template so that our files are organized using tags. One of the tags I'll use is the channel name that we just set up, our test tank Rayfin. This helps easily distinguish what camera was being used to take this footage. Using tags will automatically insert the correct information during your inspection, creating a directory structure that matches your workflow. All your audio, video, and data will be saved together for easy post-processing.
With our directory set up, let's bring in some data. So the Rayfin automatically opens its data channel, and it outputs the pitch, roll, heading, and depth if it's equipped with a depth sensor. But we can add data from virtually any source. So I'm going to go ahead and choose UDP. We've got a data simulator that's outputting all the information that we want. So I'm going to go ahead and connect to that. So we can see here we've got a preview of that data coming in. And now we can see it's added to our preview window with our Rayfin information down here. So all this data can be used for Exif information to be stored inside all of our stills and images. We can overlay this information, and we can save it in a log file to use for post-processing later.
Now let's add some overlays. Click on the Overlays tab. First, let's add a rectangle to the top header to help the text pop out. And I'm going to stretch it so it's the full width of the video, which is 1920. And then I'll set the opacity to 50%. Now we can add our date and time. and a recording timer. And I'm going to put our recording timer centered at the bottom. And I'm going to change the color to red and make it just a little bit bigger. And next, let's add our logo. I'm going to add this to the top right and make it just a little bit smaller. There we go. You can also select data input for overlays. For defined data, we include all standard EMEA definitions. And you can add multiple overlays if you need. This in the bottom left, and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. There we go.
All the GPS data can be saved as Exif along with each image that's taken with the software, whether it's a frame grab or a still taken with the Rayfin. So this can be really useful in post-processing to use for georeferencing. So let's just go ahead and check out where that is in the software. So you can see we have our Exif data coming in. I'll go ahead and take a still with Rayfin. I'm going to open up an Exif viewer online and open up where my stills are saved. Let me bring this up again. I'll drag this over here. And now we can see we've got where the image was actually taken, along with all the information that was associated with the still.
Rayfin cameras offer extensive controls for various conditions, including auto and manual modes for fine-tuning your image quality. Auxiliary devices such as lasers for scaling and Aquaria LED and strobes are also supported. You can adjust your exposure, your ISO, and your focus settings to optimize your image clarity. The manual focus can prevent the camera from focusing on unwanted objects, while autofocus adjusts dynamically.
We have a few more advanced image quality features, like image enhancement. So enabling image enhancement will give us better contrast on the video, and this is a really useful tool for piloting. It can help see through pretty turbid and muddy water. And we also have a feature developed with our Rayfin camera called anti-turbidity mode. So what that will do is it will actually ignore any of the turbidity. You can see here in front of the camera, it's not locking on the bubbles here in front. It's staying focused on the actual target, and that is also in autofocus, so it will still work. Your autofocus will still trigger, but it just will ignore anything that's in front of the camera.
All SubC software supports real-time streaming. You can check out our upcoming video for detailed instructions.
Now that we have our camera, data, and overlays all configured, it's time to start recording. So over here in the recording menu, we have smart encoding that's enabled by default. This will automatically choose the best encoder and bitrate for the camera input you have based on the hardware that you're running it on. You can configure this yourself if you'd like by disabling that feature, but for this tutorial we'll leave it on. We can also embed our narration audio, or we can save it as a separate file if we want to. And our default split time is set to 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes we're going to make a new video. Just in case something happens, you can minimize your data loss. So with that now, I'm going to go ahead and start recording. This is all being saved topside in real time. I can go ahead and take some stills as well, and we can see down here we've got our thumbnails. that show us that all of that is being transferred in real time. And we can see here, I'll go ahead and just take another still and bring that up again. You can see now we've got that other one there, and that's all saved alongside of our data.
Rayfin cameras feature rapid digital imaging, or RDI, allowing for high-resolution image series. This enhances inspection quality and enables photogrammetry. To enable RDI, you select Rapid Digital Imaging from the Stills button while you're recording. The maximum rate is 2 images per second, varying with your connection speed, and you can see all stills being transferred in real time by checking your output directory.
So this concludes our demonstration. Today we connected up to a Rayfin camera using the DVR Overlay software. We brought in various sources of data and we overlaid that on top of the video. We seen how we could save all of the stills and video in real time along with the data to be used for post-processing, which can save a ton of time. If you'd like to hear more about the products and services we offer, you can contact sales at subcimaging.com. You can also visit our website, subcimaging.com, to find a list of distributors and a bunch more information about our products. Thanks for watching.